On today's edition of Visca Vanity, a wise man once said, football it makes sense now when your team they win. Let's break it down. FC Barcelona. Now, this is just what we call a blueprint for other teams in La Liga and Europe. Because if you look at it critically, there's nothing special about Hansi Flick and Highline. First things first, let's look at this from the point of view where we ignore the fact that Barcelona was missing players like Rafinha, Pedri, Rashford, and the rest. To play Highline, forget about penetrating the Highline from the center, right? Look at it. When Atletico Madrid got the ball on the midfield, the first thing they do is to look at their wingers. Finish. You don't need a midfielder who thinks too much. You just need somebody who can distribute the ball from that midfield to the left and right wing position. Exploiting the weakness of Koundé and Balde. They are fast, but when you have left and right wingers who are fast enough or faster than Koundé and Balde, the case don't close, because once the time their runs right and the distribution from midfield is impeccable with timing, forget. As you get the ball behind that line, you have enough space to balance yourself, to balance the ball on your favorite foot and then finish the chance. That's all. There's nothing special. Okay, to play FC Barcelona, right? If you have, that's considering the absence of Pedri in that midfield, because it's very important for Barcelona. Once you can destabilize that midfield, because without Pedri, there's no possession whatsoever for Barcelona in the midfield. No man, no David in the midfield will even hold the ball. That's all. Once you get the ball in that midfield position, not think. Use your wingers. The case closes there. Now all that. Because without Rafinha, right, you cannot have the opponent cannot have so much pressure on their defense. So they're actually really free to attack you non-stop. Lamine Yamal is good. But look at the attention he got yesterday. He could not do anything. And that's Lamine Yamal for you. It's in this kind of high-intensity games where you see who is who. He's a good player, but he's not Barcelona's talisman. Leave that story. Whosoever Barcelona fan thinks Lamine Yamal is the talisman, forget. It is Rafinha. It has been proven countless number of times. I'm not saying Lamine is bad. Now, let's bring in a situation where there's Pedri, Lamine, Rafinha, and the rest. Everybody is present. Barcelona and Inter Milan, Champions League. You need players who can run for 90 minutes. Because the moment you get tired, Barcelona destroy you. That's all. When you are playing FC Barcelona, let your wingers always be in position. And let the rest of the players defend 90 minutes. Because as you tire, now all that. Look at Inter Milan. They defended, their players were running for the full 90 minutes. That run, they destabilized Barcelona in possession. Barcelona thrives more on possession football. They know how to pass up. When you start forcing, like putting pressure on their possession or their distributors, the form of Pedri, when you start putting pressure on them, you force mistakes. You start intercepting passes. Because when Barcelona they with that possession, so their highline is comfortable and they are so high up the pitch. When they have possession of the ball, they push you into your 18 and then highline they relax. But when you start to touch that possession, you destabilize them, and you have wingers who are ready with a midfielder who will distribute immediately he gets the ball. Forget now all these coaches are below. I don't know, just do copy and paste. Not the think. Mbappe, Vinicius, Rodrigo, Brahim Diaz, Mastantuono, Bellingham, copy and paste. No, not the thing. Overthinking sometimes not the solve problem. Where the dog? Copy and paste. Now all that. If Rafinha runs towards you, does what he does best, scores, and when I get opportunity to score, I'm back. Because in most cases, the teams Barcelona face have better defenses than FC Barcelona. The defense that they never Barca bet, when they always lost. Why? Constant pressure for una hate. That's the problem. A defense can be so good can be good for so long. Now very few defense line every war. If you defend 90 minutes without mistake, you are bound to make 1 or 2 mistakes which will lead to goals if your opponent has clinical players. You are bound to. So when Barcelona they pressure you 90 minutes, you see nothing to happen for you. Just look at Atletico yesterday. If those guys took their chances, took about, let's say, 90% of their chances, Barca of the day inside 7-6-0. 6-7-0. Now all that, because attack was 0. No way for put some significant pressure onto Atletico Madrid. You see, so they had the chance, the opportunities to attack you, create chances, score the one way they score and make the one way they make. You see, that's just all. Invincible Barcelona became very visible. That's all. Anyway, you win some, you lose some. You cannot be winning and going. Now you're part create football.